Hey, what is up guys? Guitar here, welcome back to another Brave 9 video. Guys, we finally did it, alright? The community finally did it. The developers finally listened, alright? So if you guys are not aware, they posted 2 Facebook posts on the official Brave 9 Facebook, right? So we're gonna have a couple of changes coming to us players. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's the direction of the changes that we are heading towards. Alright, it involves Helga right now. But the developers did apologize regarding the Alec and Celia update. So they did acknowledge that they did rush it. So I feel like that's a win for us, the community, regardless, alright, for the developers to come out and say that they are wrong in trying to rush updates, that they are willing to listen to players from this point onwards. So yeah, we're gonna jump into the Facebook post, have a look at it right now. Okay, as you can see, this is a lot of words, like 1 billion words. I'm gonna like just use I'm just gonna copy and paste and ask Google to read it for me, alright? Okay, so let's have a listen, alright? Hopefully you guys will be able to hear this out as well.
This is a Brave 9 team. We would like to thank you for the interest you have shown for our game as well as the constructive feedback that you have shared with us. And in return, we would like to share our thoughts behind the recent rebalancing of Alec and Celia as well as the Helga rebalancing that we are planning on implementing to the game soon. The development team recognized that there is a need for some changes to be made as the arena matches became so defense-focused, causing them to be boring and strategies to also be less diverse. Instead of directly nerfing specific mercenaries to achieve this, we wanted to strengthen the roles of diverse mercenaries to make the arena matches faster and be more dynamic.
Okay, makes sense.
We selected the 2 legend mercenaries who were underused compared to the others, Alec and Celia, and to rebalance them in order to achieve this. Because Helga is a mercenary with a high cost of having to sacrifice herself, we tried giving her a powerful effect compared to other mercenaries that can make use of their skills every
Too
round.
powerful, man. Too powerful.
She was designed to cause different effects to her allies and opponents, causing a big shift in the battle which would lead to a dramatic change and was meant to be fun. However, Helga's skill leads to planned strategies to not play out properly, which resulted in lessening the fun of planning and strategizing. We agreed with many of the suggestions you shared with us about this, so we decided to proceed with rebalancing Helga. We apologize for not being able to react to the needs of our captains in a fast and effective fashion. Please rest assured that we will share more information about the rebalancing of Helga and the details of the compensation. We will do our best to provide a fun gaming experience as well as meeting the expectations of our captains. As always, thank you very much for your continuous support of the game. The Brave 9 team. Okay,
so this is their first post on the Facebook page. So let's talk about this for a bit. Number 1, I'm glad they came out and apologized beforehand. You know, they know what they did with Alec and Celia wasn't the right thing to do. Okay, so they did mention right here, okay, that they try to buff, you know, Alec and Celia is because arena matches became so defense focused, causing them to be boring. And I do agree with that. If you have before Alec and Celia, right, it's all about the Octos. Alright, we have Lucius, right? We have Lucius, we have Seto, and Livia was there, but most of the time Livia dies to Seto's counter, and the strategy is always to use Livia, is always to use Seto with another taunt, and Livia will always die in most cases. So it's kind of boring, like Livia doesn't seem to play much role, it's all about Seto and Lucius. And if you look at Seto and Lucius and how they work, is like they basically have guard, right? Seto has flame guard, Lucius has death guard, so it's like it takes forever to kill them. It takes a lot of turns, it takes a lot of rounds, and then Valter comes in and it's just extremely defense focused. Like whether you like it or not, it's super defense focused. Like before the Octos, like Adin Angelica was like dominating, so it's very offensive focused. If you have Adin, if you have Angelica, and you have like Yuri and stuff, you know, like it's so offensive focused. The Battle Warrior seems to have the better advantage, but right now it's much more of like tanking and, you know, delaying and stuff. I'm sure majority of you experiencing this. Like tell me how many of you guys experience like the last few battles, the last one standing is like either your Valter or Lucius. It's like Lucius versus Lucius, Velta versus Lucius or Velta versus Velta at the end, right? It has to be those. So it's like those few are the last few ones standing usually. So I'm guessing they try to fix it in a way that they buff Alec and Celia, but of course at the cost of, you know, the community being extremely upset. Most of the players are, definitely. So they do have a roadmap, like you can see. After Alec and Celia, they are aiming for Helga next. And I have a feeling this is already planned out because they already have the plan to do this. They did mention this already, you know, like Helga Rebalancing that we are planning. So I feel like they already planned this ahead of time. We just don't know how it will be executed yet. So when they say rebalancing, it could mean a lot of things, right? Rebalancing could be buff, could be nerf, depending on how you look at it. Right now, Helga is, she buffs and she gives buff prohibition to the enemies and a bit of curse as well. So I'm not sure how they will modify that, but this time they did it right, alright? Whether you like it or not, they did it right because they will compensate you if you already built your Helga, alright? If you already have your Helga to plus 15, they will compensate you. But I want to warn all the players out there, if you don't have Helga yet, do not build her right now because the compensation only will be given to players who built her before certain dates. Alright, the next post I'm going to show you guys. Look at this. What is this? 700 words? Pause. Okay, let's have a look.
Helga rebalancing period and compensation. We'd like to share information about the Helga's rebalancing compensation. Details about the Helga rebalancing will be shared on the July 21st update note. The compensation button on the options menu will be activated after the rebalancing. Helga rebalancing compensation details. Target mercenary companion, Helga Rosengard. Period, July 21st update, August 20th update. Details. Skill level for the target mercenary can be exchanged for skill book, compensation system. Target companion can be exchanged for a different companion, compensation system. Soul gear selection tickets sent out during July 21st maintenance. Compensation for Helga's soul gear will be sent out during the July 21st
Okay, so three
update
methods
after
of
checking
compensation.
which soul gears are owned by the captain.
Okay.
One soul gear selection ticket will be sent for each type of owned Helga's soul gear, weapon, armor, and amulet for up to 3 soul gear selection tickets. Helga's soul gear must be owned at the time of the maintenance to receive the compensation soul gear selection ticket. We do not currently have a system in place for exchanging soul gears, so we apologize for having to compensate for it this way. We'll work on making this system in the future. Please note: 1. Skill level can be exchanged for skill books by going to Settings, greater than, Compensation menu. 2. Helga's companion Rosengard can be exchanged for a different companion. 3. Compensation system can only be used once per each mercenary and companion. 4. Exchanged skill books will be sent to the mailbox. 5. Soul gear selection tickets will be sent to the mailbox during the maintenance on July 21st. 6. The compensation system cannot be used after the compensation period. 7. Make sure to claim the items sent to the mailbox before they expire. We would like to apologize to our captains, who were frustrated at our lack of quick and effective reaction to the mercenary balance and the state of arena. We have prepared the following rewards as a sign of apology. Compensation for the frustration. Compensation target. Accounts that were created before the July 21st update that logged in at least once within the last 30 days. Compensation period. During the July 21st maintenance. Compensation details. Diamond X1000, Legend Scroll X10, Premium Scroll X10. We'll do our best to provide a satisfying service. Thank you.
Okay, so first things first, so like it's mentioned right here, okay, accounts that were created before July 21st that have logged in at least once within the last 30 days. So if you want to reroll, you can't use this system to cheat. Alright, you are getting 1000 diamonds, you're getting 10 legend scrolls, you're getting 10 premium scrolls. Like that is kind of a lot if you think about it, because 1000 diamonds in its own, legend scroll times 10 is about 900 diamonds, right? Premium scroll times 10 is about 600 diamonds, so that's like 2500 diamonds worth of compensation, and that's a lot. Alright, that's a lot. It's a decent amount of compensation, alright? let's just be real here, right? They could have given us nothing. They could have just said, we are sorry. We will try to do things better in the future, and full stop. But the fact that they care about us players, like, they deserve some credits for that, alright? The developers deserve some credits for that. So the fact that they are giving out this amount is definitely something worth celebrating for, alright? They listen to the community, and I'm really grateful to every single players out there who help, you know, bring this forward to the developers. It's working, alright? The developers are now finally listening. Okay, let's talk about a couple of things regarding Helga's rebalancing. Okay, so we still have no idea what Helga will get. Alright, buff, nerf, etc. We'll have to wait for that. But first things first, you can do 3 things, right? Number 1, okay, you can exchange Helga's skill level for a 5-star skill book, I assume. 1 skill level per skill book, I think. And you can exchange Helga's companion, Rosengard, for a different companion. Okay, so you can do 2 things right there. So that's something that you can actually do. And then there's a soul gear as well. So this one is okay. This is the part that I think most players need to pay attention to, right? So they did say that 1 soul gear selection ticket will be sent out for each type of Helga soul gear, weapon, armor, amulet for up to 3 soul gear selection tickets. So it feels like they will check the account if you have Helga soul gear in place before you get this soul gear selection soul gear selection ticket thing. But I don't think they are compensating the fact that you level up your soul gear all the way to level 10, because when they give you soul gear selection ticket, you are only getting to choose whatever soul gear that you want for level 1, unless this is a level 10 one, then it will be awesome. But if it's a level 1 one, then because it's still a lot of resources to level up your soul gear from level 1 to level 10, and you're getting back a level 1 soul gear selection ticket that you can choose for other things, but still it's I don't know, it's a bit upsetting, I guess, for some players, because I know some players, especially for free to play, you know, soul gears are so hard to invest in, especially you want to level up all 3 weapon, armor, accessory to level 10. That takes lots of resources, lots of gold, lots of soul stones. I'm sure you guys know, right? Which is why my advice is, if you are working on Helga right now, you are like building a soul gear, like leveling up, stop right now, alright? I don't think it's worth it. If you are gonna get back a level 1 soul gear, it's not worth it. Like, it's super not worth it. Just leave your soul gear at level 1. They are going to compensate you 1 soul gear selection ticket anyways. That's based on what I gather that I'm reading right now, that seems to be it. So yeah, I would say this compensation is definitely needed, you know. A lot of players are upset for sure, but for them to give back this much, I mean, some players are going to be upset and say, oh, this is too little. But at the end of the day, it's better than nothing, and they are willing to listen to the players, and I do appreciate it. I did mention this in my live stream as well. I feel like the developers of this game, they are the type that listen to the community, because during the conquest, when conquest was a thing, the game mode was a thing, they listen to players, alright? They actually say, okay, lots of players don't like this game mode, we decide to, you know, throw it away. And then Spatty has to go for a break. Look at her, alright? Look at her, she has to go for a break. No longer conquest. Look at this. Look at all of this. Conquest is done for. Conquest is no longer available in the game, right? So yeah, hopefully she'll be back with another new game mode, etc. Can't wait for it. Alright guys, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. What do you guys think of the compensation? If you guys are gonna come back after this because of this entire thing, we still don't know what Helga will get, right? So stay tuned for that. I hope that her nerf will not be that huge, or maybe they will just switch up her role completely. I'm not entirely sure of that. We will see, we will see. As always, if you haven't already subscribed, give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.